And welcome back, everybody. Hope y'all enjoying the Let's Play. So, something I kind of messed up on, but I was already confused upon to begin with, was the whole Enforcer Anguis thing. And that's because, okay, so when Anguis just reports to the Grand Master, Enforcers are kind of like hired mercenaries. They don't have to really work with Ouroboros, but they kind of also do when called upon, and I guess I will explain the rest of this after this talking part happens.
I see. So Marquis Ragnar will be absent as well. I take it this means House Higharms will be the only one of the four great houses in attendance.
Would that it were different. For all of his faults, Marquis Ragnar is a man of principle, which makes his continuing house arrest for his actions during the Civil War all the more unfortunate.
One can't be too careful with a man who can lead his own militia. Though compared to the Governor General of Crossbell, he's a mere child playing with toys.
Useless.
Sorry, just idle thoughts. By the by, what kind of man is this Marquis Ballad?
Every bit the man the rumors make him out to be. Foolhardy and greedy, but dangerously savvy when it comes to matters of personal gain. I can't even imagine how his presence will disrupt our conference, and I'm unfortunate enough to be his caretaker.
Well, with your father there, I can't imagine he'll be too much of a terror. Marquis Higharms tends to have a sobering effect on people.
Very true. My father does not suffer fools gladly. But after the recent incidents in Crossbell and Sutherland...
For those of y'all listening in the background, this is Patrick on the phone and uses Alborea.
You hardly need to remind me. Besides, I'm going to be among people I trust.
That's right. I suppose the conference does overlap with the branch campus's field exercises. Something else for me to look forward to. It will be a pleasure to see Class 1's former rivals reunited after all.
But yeah, what I was saying was that it's kind of confusing because, oh, you're still talking. Okay, never mind. I'll let you go back and talk, buddy.
Lord Eustace, your visitor has arrived.
Yes, let her in.
Right this way, young lady.
Thanks.
Milliam. She kicks the door open. She just kicked the door open.
How's it going, Eustace? Long
Oh,
time
that's
no
my
see.
thumbnail. That's my thumbnail.
Hello, Milliam. You're a little late.
Hey, it's not my fault it takes so long to get approved. Why do I need to get permission every time I want to see you anyway?
The reason should be obvious, given each of our positions.
Yeah!
No, that's my thumbnail.
Hey! Dodging's no fair.
Sometimes I fear you'll never learn. You're 15 now, aren't you? Would it kill you to act a bit more ladylike?
Lammy! Think fast!
You done messed up now, you
Oh, hell.
useless.
Gotcha!
Get off me! You can't just jump on someone in an outfit like that.
Oh, you want to compare fashion notes, Mr. Fancy Haircut? But fine, if it keeps you from getting any more wrinkles.
It's the
Just
fancy
get off.
schmancy. Don't ask me if they have a relationship. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of confusing if they do or don't. It seems like they do, but it seems like they don't at the same time. Not really sure.
Now this is good! Every bit as tasty as the pancakes Tilly and I had earlier.
You know, the children in town are starting to act more like you. Why do I get the feeling you've been teaching them?
Wait, earlier? When does this exactly... When did this moment take place then? Because earlier was like 30 episodes ago? Unless she just means earlier as in like at that time earlier, and I just find it funny that she just keeps eating. I wonder how long does this animation go on for? Like, I wonder if you were just to sit here for like a whole hour. I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry. But if you were to sit here for like a whole hour, would she just keep doing this animation? Because that's not like the biggest piece of cake. I kind of want to just sit here. I kind of want to just pause the recording and just sit here for a whole hour and just see how long she would go. I'm gonna do it next time. Not during this playthrough. Don't worry. Just on my own.
Well, we have been hanging out a little. Every time I come visit you, I get to know them a little better. They're all really good kids.
That they are. So what if she was artificially created? She's just like any other girl.
Eustace, calm
Aside
down
from
there,
her
buddy.
complaints about not getting taller anyway.
Something on your mind?
Something on your
Not at all.
You
So,
not eat with your
how are
mouth
things
full?
on your end? As for me, my schedule remains unchanged.
All right. Even with all the crazy stuff that's happened, I should be good to go. Are you excited? You and me going on vacation.
I suppose the place is so pretty that it would feel like a vacation. Even if we're walking into what is essentially a carnival of villainy.
You've got a way with words, Eustace. I just wish I had access to more information. Even if most of the classified stuff is just about nobles and the Bracer Guild.
I wouldn't worry about it. That's standard operating procedure for the intelligence division. Though, I imagine your status as an Ironblood gets you more leeway than others.
Still, if I had the same clearance as Lecter, I could be so much more helpful to everyone from Class 7. Reen, Elisa, and Machias seem to have it especially tough. Dee and Sarah, though, I think they can take care of themselves.
You don't have to worry about taking care of any of us. Besides, the fact that you're a part of Class 7 means so much more to us than any political favor you could offer.
I'm giving you another hug.
No, you are not.
Wait, what's that sound?
Ah, it must be Class 7 related. I wonder what
They have like
happened.
special ringtones for Class 7.
No way!
Could it be?
Been a while, Eustace.
Guys.
Oh, and Milliam is with you too.
Gaius!
Okay, so I just looked it up while they were talking. It doesn't say anything about them being related, but related. Dating, I'm gonna guess it's something like a, they both care for each other a lot, but they're not dating because there is a big age gap between them. Because like Eustace is like 20, I think, or somewhere around there, and she's like 15. So I'm gonna guess maybe not. But I don't really know, to be honest. It kind of seems like they are. I love the intense music in this game. Oh, this is where we see what's the name of the squads? Yeah, there we go. Red Constellation? Yeah, Red Constellation, and I forgot the name of the purple group. Oh no, not Red Constellation. These two, I forgot the name of these two groups, but one of them is like a really older group from like way long time ago. And there's still like some remnants of them. But yeah, what I'm saying is because the Anguis, they all answer to the Grand Master. Here was the odd thing while I was confused with Campanella and
wow, they're really going at it.
Fuck y'all. Never mind, don't let me talk.
I figured Needhog would be good, but the other guys are no slouches themselves.
There we go. Needhog and I forget the
give us
other
a
names.
pretty good fight.
They've both
Shirley's
been in
also a
shambles
waifu.
ever since the Civil War. The dragon
badass.
lost its head. And as for the other group, well...
Guess this makes it a fight neither side can afford to lose. I'd like to have a battle with a certain someone myself.
You wouldn't be talking about little old me now, would you? Easy now, Blitz. I'm unarmed, see? I should be the one on edge here.
Sorry, but I'd rather not take any chances.
It's not
Not with
Zephyr.
someone who
The
can
other
go
ones.
toe-to-toe with Lord Balder.
Aw, lighten up. Can't you relax around an old drinking buddy?
I think Daddy might be the only person who could drink with you and not be nervous. That said,
It's weird because all we know from Zephyr is like
this
3
is
members.
pretty weird.
Besides Fee.
I saw you and Uncle Balder kill each other with my own eyes. And now you're here. Does this have something to do with that cool purple shadow thing?
I think we found out about him and a couple others in
say?
Trailer Coast 04, so
Seriously,
just pay attention to
you
it.
don't really want to start a fight in a place like this, do you? The two of you against little old me? I'd have 0 chance of winning.
He is lying his ass off. He would destroy both of them easily.
You're real funny, old man. But I get it. We're all just observers this time. So, once you get things squared away with your business, come pay us a visit. We'll be waiting.
Excuse us, Jaeger King.
After this, I'm going to turn their volume down. It does seem kind of loud now that I hear it.
Really had me sweating there. Old man like me wouldn't stand a chance against all that youthful exuberance.
I feel like he's lying so much. He's extremely strong. Doesn't matter how old he is.
Don't you think?
Everybody's just hiding out.
I'm just talking to myself. Don't let it spook you. The Colonel, your dad, took good care of me back in the day. Introduced me to my favorite brand of smokes. By the way, I meant to thank you for taking care of Fee. Chasing us from battlefield to battlefield's all well and good, but raising that kid right is what really matters. Even if you're practically a kid yourself.
It's crazy how much respect everybody has for each other. Like, they don't, like, try to fight each other at bad times when they see that the other one is down or not in a good position. Weird.
Yikes. That was just like 3 years ago. Colonel. I haven't heard that in a while.
So many waifus
Bloody
early on.
Shirley. No, the Sanguine Ogre. She had to have noticed me too. I've been off the front lines for too long. Meanwhile, Fee's been picking up skill after skill. I'm really starting to feel my age. Wait,
Aging like
what am I saying?
fine
I'm only
wine.
27. Well, almost 28, but either way, I'm too young to be old.
I think so. Was somebody else hiding?
Okay, Sarah, focus. We've got 2 of the strongest Jaeger corps, the Dragons and these Jaegers in purple, battling it out. One way or another, things are gonna come to a head. For me and for the kids.
Why does it say red-haired?
And you know, even if he is a far cry from the Viscount, I have to admit, the Jaeger King is a real fox.
Yo, I did not need you just to moan in my ear like that. I did not need that right now. But yeah, what I was saying is that, like, Campanella and McBurn both answer to the Grand Master, so it's so confusing their role. And Campanella is enforcer number 0. Why is their number 0? And there's an open spot in the Anguis. There's Anguis number 1, which, oh my freaking goodness. Never mind.
Well,
It's
someone's
someone's
early for a change.
Do believe the sweep.
Basking in its glory? Even
A
I was
third
surprised
waifu.
when I first saw it.
Yeah. I hear there's another one in a place called Nord.
Yes, just about the same size, too. Even though it's a very different shape. Wait, is something bothering you?
No. I don't sense any power within this thing. It's nothing but a shell. Just makes me wonder where the insides went.
Insides?
Sorry we're late.
you been a good girl, Duvalie?
Took you too long enough.
I said sorry. Oh, the almighty conflagration is with you.
My, are we interrupting something intimate?
Ooh.
Don't even joke about that. I would never. Especially not with some lazy, irresponsible bum like him.
Damn.
Never is right. No man could ever sway a little lord's pet like her. Well, aside from maybe that Ashen kid. Isn't he your type?
Ooh, the Ashen Chevalier.
Dear me.
Duvalie the Swift.
Absolutely not! And what do you mean, Lord's pet? If
It looks like he has one
Burn,
leg.
you don't have enough respect for the Anguis.
I guess that makes two of us.
I mean, McBurn is stronger than all of them, so...
It's you.
It has been a while, fool.
When was
Can't
the
blame
last time? The crossbell incident?
I believe so. Though we've all been busy roaming across the continent, so I won't hold it against you. With that, all of us who were stationed to the west are here. Except Shirley, that is.
By the way, none of the Steel Knights, Duvalie, Aeneas, and Anea, they're not enforcers or Anguis. They're just under the Steel Maiden, which is their leader.
Yeah, the crazy ogre chick's off getting a read on the front lines.
The thought of her
Which
off on
makes
her
no
own
freaking
scares me a
sense.
little. But we have preparations to make. Before our beautiful and proud lord arrives. There's no
You
need.
damn kiss ass. It's
My
explaining
lord.
Charles Cole Steel 4 why they follow her
I
so
didn't
much.
expect you to arrive so early.
Basically, she kind of just saved them all. That's like the whole basics of it. She saved them
My
all.
lord! I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think I would get to see you so soon.
And to answer anybody's question,
Nor
no,
did
she's not
I.
in love with
I
her.
thought we had several days left to wait.
Again,
Did something change among the Anguis?
Yes, the Oathbreaker and Lady Maribel decided to take on Arteria. And the professor completed the final ion earlier than planned.
Sounds like he's been working hard.
He probably didn't like what happened to his last one.
I'm just gonna get in my words because they're gonna keep talking for a long time. No, they're not. No, Duvalie's not in love with the Silver Knight. She just saved them all from like a past and all that stuff. So they like all look up to her. But I was trying to say earlier, real quick. I'm just gonna pause this for a second. What I was trying to say earlier, real quick, because I'm gonna forget it. Was that McBurn and Campanella kind of answered to the Grandmaster a lot, so that's why it was really confusing with the whole with them not being an Anguis thing, and the fact that yada 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 yada. I'm blanking now. Campanella's kind of an enforcer and Anguis at the exact same time because he always answers to the Grandmaster, and he's in on a lot of. He's very close to the Grandmaster, very high up, even though he's only an enforcer. Which enforcer number 0 makes no sense, by the way. There we go. Now I got that out of the way.
Ah, Campanella and McBurn. How long has it been? About a year?
Sounds about right.
Still wearing that clunky helmet of yours, I see. There's a nice breeze right now, so why don't you take it off?
McBurn! How dare you say that to our lord?
Now, Duvalie. He's no subject of mine. Since we're ahead of schedule, why don't we have a little duel? If you can manage to tear this helm from my head, I'll be able to feel the lovely breeze you mentioned.
Nah, I'm good. Not because I think I'll lose, but because I don't think I can actually win. Just like all of our other fights.
What?
Wait, really?
You're right. Although, the outcomes may have been different had you taken my sword lessons more seriously.
Damn it, don't treat me like I'm Louvet.
Wait, what? I thought he was stronger.
Just what is their relationship?
I feel at full power he's stronger. At full power he is stronger. I'm calling cap on that, because at full power, that man is not human. Literally.
Now let us begin. The third of our experiments to reclaim the Phantasmal Blaze plan. To determine whether or not a vessel can gain power through combat.
I guess I could have just finished it now. I didn't think it was gonna be that quick. Pulse of Steel. Trails of Pulse of Cold Steel 3. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, it's kind of really just confusing with them, because the ones under are the Steel Maiden aren't Ouroboros members. They just follow her. I don't know why they never became enforcers or anything like that. It makes 0 sense. It's really confusing, to be honest. Or maybe I could be wrong on Duvalie. No, Duvallie's not an enforcer. From what I remember, Duvallie's not an enforcer. I literally just looked the list up, and I did not see Duvallie's name on the list anywhere. Because I actually looked it up before this recording, because I wanted to make sure I could completely explain it correctly. There's another thing called pillars too, but pillars are just basically the old version of Anguis. And then it's weird because Joshua was an enforcer, and so was Renee, something like that. I forgot her name. I don't know how to pronounce her name, to be honest. Ren? Maybe it's Ren. Something freaking Renne. She's an enforcer too, but unlike Sharon, they never go back to being enforcers. So I don't know, it's really weird. Or maybe they do in the future, I don't know. I haven't seen anything past Trails of Cold Steel 4, so. But speaking of past Trails of Cold Steel 4, Trails into Riviere. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, to be honest. It's coming out in 2023, and I gotta say, along with the Legends of Nayuta game, I'm kind of disappointed that it's coming out in 2023. I said this. Please don't talk again. Don't cut me off again. I said this in on a comment section, and I had a couple people say that I'm dumb, whatever. I truly don't give a fuck. I said that if the games are gonna take that long to come out, they need to be better, more optimized, because it feels like so I've heard this comment multiple times now, that these games look like PS3 games. I don't truly care for the look, to be honest, because I think they look good enough. I wouldn't like them if they were like all perfectly cleaned up and everything. I kind of like that they have like that still older look to them. And you could tell like they're not really going for the newer look either, because even the newer games, the Riviere games, the Nayuta games, they're all coming to PS4 still, not PS5. I think Trails of Cold Steel 4 is on PS5 as well. I could be wrong though. I don't have a PS5, so I don't ever pay attention to PS5 games. But it could be though. But so yeah, I like the older look. I will say, I wish this like certain things just looked better. Like the sky looked better, the water looked better, the environments looked a bit more cleaned up, but not like too perfect. Because again, I don't really like what's like all perfect. But they're gonna talk, aren't they? Are you gonna talk? Give a second. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I don't like. It's cool that it still looks kind of like oldish, but not too old. Not like some dang PS1 game or PS2 game. But I just don't like the fact that the games seem to take forever to come out. But then there's still these places where they're like when we were in Crossbell, the harbor. Oh my gosh, it just chokes horribly on PS4, on Switch, and on PC. It chokes horribly in that area. A lot of areas in Crossbell seem to have like minor chokes that I don't know if anyone noticed in the other places, but there were a few like little things here and there that if you were really paying attention, you would see them. There's even the scene where Ring uses spirit unification, which I think that's like actually titled just, I think the episode's titled Spirit Unification. And you can see the point where he'll hold his sword up and then just immediately end up down, and it's like or he'll hold the sword up, go into the spirit unification form, but instead of going all the way through real smooth, there's a random lag, and that was not from my end, that was from the actual game. So I think you're having these kind of problems, and it's not just at those moments, it's a plenty of other times too. I think there's like 2 or 3 more other times when that happens with Ring using spirit unification, where it's a random lag, but I think it only happens like in cutscenes though, not like in actual when you're doing it in a combat. So, and then there's just a bunch of other little minor lags at time, and I think if the games are going to take 3 to 4 years to get localized, not only the translation should be focused on, I mean, yeah, there is a lot of translation they have to do because these games are like damn near 100 hours plus, so there's a lot of translations that they need to fix up because you could talk to everybody and there's a lot of stuff. But again, if the games are going to be coming out, because I think the Riviera games came out in like what, 2018, 2019, because Trails of Cold Steel 4 came out 2017 in Japan, and then it got its Western release in 2020. 2020? Yeah, 2020, because I did the Let's Play last year, 2020. I think the Riviera game might have came out in like 2019, like late 2019. So that means that its localization, I'll just say 2020, 2021, 2022, and then 2023. That's, 2020, 2021, 2022. That's 4 whole years. But if I just take off 2019, I start from like, if it came out like late 2020 or late 2019, I'll say 3 years, because then like you still have to like obviously start working on like your next game. You're working on translation at the same, like working on localization at the same time. But I just think if it's gonna take that long, pay a little more attention to the fixing of the game. Like, because I've seen the Japanese games and they don't have those lags. Like, those lags aren't there. So if the lags aren't going to be there in the Japanese games, why are they there in the Western release games? To me, it just seems, I don't want to say lazy, but for lack of better words, lazy. They're talking about, I actually I don't remember, to be honest. Oh, the Four Grey House. Oh yeah, because the freaking, we're going to, what's it called, Muses? Are we going to Muses City? Hometown? Could be. I think we're going to Muses Hometown because there's like a big old meeting conference thing happening with all the 4 great houses. So yeah, we're going to learn about Muses' backstory. And that part where I said pay attention to if we end up in Muses city, country, whatever the freak it's called. I don't know exactly what they're called in these games. If we end up there, then yeah, we'll see about Muses' backstory, and where I said pay attention to that part because that part will be coming up. But that's just like my whole kind of like complaint though, is that if you're going to what's it called, take that much time, you could do a better job with optimizing the game. Again, the look to me, the quote-unquote PS3 look to me isn't as big of an issue, because I don't care if the games don't look freaking PS5 or Ultimate, like super strong PC graphics with like perfectly clean everything. I like this look right here. This look is very cool to me. It looks very nice. It looks very it looks good for these games. I wouldn't want them to be like perfectly cleaned up. So I think it looks great. But I will say, just the choking and all that stuff, the lags, like those gotta be taken out. Now, you're not gonna catch every single lag, but I think after a year or two, you know, they've updated these games a couple times. It should be a bit more optimized. And this is where we're gonna be getting 2 new students. That's why he left the door open. Wait, are you here later than usual? More importantly, why is the door still open? Is it a ghost? Is it the wind? I mean, this should have happened a lot earlier, to be honest. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Not sure yet. You two. I don't know why that needed to be. I don't know why that needed a voice dialogue.
I'll go first. I'm Muse Egret. I've transferred from military finance to join you here in Class 7. It's truly a pleasure to meet you all.
Ash Carbide, transferring from combat tactics. Got no plans to make friends here, but nice to meet you, I guess.
It's so much better from now on. So much better. Oh, the funny moments are gonna happen. Beginning the well, okay, well, you know what? Screw you. Then just don't even let me talk. I think I cut off. Oh, I thought they were gonna freaking talk. But yeah, I don't know. I wish Ash and Muse had came earlier. Like, just maybe around the Crossbow arc. I think the Crossbow arc would have been a great time for them to come around instead of at the end. I mean, I guess technically they kind of do because they're in a lot of story stuff with us. I don't know. I just feel like maybe they should have. I also feel like it should have been more of a surprise that they were going to join us. Like, because here's my thing. We started off Trails of Cold Steel 3 seeing, what's it called? Why am I blanking on the name? The whole team. We start off seeing like the whole team. We see, Ash, Muse, Yuna, Altina, and, Kurt all together. Well, never mind. I guess now that I'm looking at the Trails of Cold Steel 1 case, you do see Milliam on the cover, and Milliam doesn't join until like way towards the end. I guess. Okay, yeah. I won't critique them for that, because Ash and Muse, blanking on her name. Ash and Muse are on the cover as well, I think. I have the cover for this game. That's the sad part about it. My memory is the worst. I don't know. Just kind of felt they should have joined earlier. I wish we would have had a 6th member. I think that would have been cool. That would have been cool to have like a 6th member. I don't know who I would have picked for a 6th member though. Part of me wants to say, I feel like Freddy would have been a good member for Class 7 just because he's so freaking weird. And I feel like that's what they kind of missed, is like not having that weird character. And I don't want to call Gaius weird, but Gaius is kind of like the odd one in the group because he's not from Zemuria. He's from what's the name of the freaking place? Or not from not Zemuria, Erebonia. He's not from Erebonia. Like everybody else is from Erebonia. Why the heck was that just so freaking loud? What was that? It doesn't even show a follow anywhere. Oh my gosh, that was loud as heck. My bad, y'all. Dear, that was so loud. Why is that sound even still playing? Oh man, that hurt my ear. And it literally just showed no follow anywhere, so I don't know why it did that. Was it like a freaking subscriber on YouTube? Ouch. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish like they had like a 6th member. That's just kind of like how I feel. Like it would have been cool if they added a 6th member to the team. Like, I don't know. I really don't know who would have been a great addition. I just say Freddy because he's freaking really weird. And I think like he would have been like a great person to add because that would have been like funny to have like that little weird looking character, like that weird character. Is her name Leonie? The girl with the green hair that we just saw. She might have been pretty cool too because she is pretty strong. We actually use her to fight, not fight, but like spar against, in Trails of Cold Steel 4, we use her to spar against, two characters. I won't say the names because it is kind of like a spoiler. Even Tito? I always get their names mixed up. Yellow hair girl.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la.
It was just so freaking random. I forgot that part happens right now. Tita, there we go, Tita. It would have been kind of cool if Tita joined us. I feel like she should have. I feel like that was a really big missed opportunity right there. Like, cause Tita plays such a heavy part in Trails of Cold Steel 4 that it would have been really cool had she joined us. So I think, yeah, Tita would have been a great one. I don't know what was the reasoning behind not having Tita because I think she even plays a big part in this game. I think we see her a lot in this game as well. Here we go. How can you not handle art? I just feel like you should be good at drawing for some reason. I feel like everybody with that background, with his similar background, is good at drawing. Yeah, she came in freaking on some Mariah Carey with the vocals. that was just so random. But how do y'all feel? Y'all feel Tita should have joined Class 7? Because I just feel it makes sense. She's a very what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say well designed, not well designed, but attention to detail character. Like they gave her a lot of backstory. We see her a lot. Oh, Muse. Well, if that's the case, some of my private classes. But attention to design. I feel like she should have joined. It just felt like she would. It felt like she was gonna be a lot bigger character in these games, and she still is a pretty.
Bow.
But you're gonna start singing again. And granted, she's a really big character in the games, throughout the games, like a really big side character. I feel like she should have joined. Tita would have been a good addition. I think I said addition. It would have been a really good addition, though, to be honest. We could have got a lot more of her story about her and Agate and all of that. I think that would have been a great, just little thing that they could have added. Especially because they kind of have a connection to names. Just blanked on the name. Can't remember the name now. Never mind. But yeah, I just think they would have been like a really good addition to add. I mean, she would have been a really good addition to add. Freddy just would have been really good for the weird aspect. I'm trying to think who else would have been a good addition. I don't think anyone else outside of like Tita and Freddy would have been good additions. I can't really see anybody else being added. If we're to be classmates, I prefer you to avoid any trouble you cause. I've no doubt we'll all get along just fine. They always put a heart at like randomly at the end of her sentences. Every one of us here has an interest in instructing Reen one way or another. Including dear Ash, of course, though he never admitted it himself. Pay attention. Now that you mention it, you are always bugging Instructor Reen. I suppose Ash would not have taken the actions he has were he truly uninterested. Now I understand. Damn it. You're not just some girl, are you? You're a she-devil in human skin, or should I call you a harpy, egrets? Oh, no. I'd much prefer you call me a pretty white lily. Oh man, I love when they got added. It's so great. Muse, Ash, welcome to Class 7 Special Operations. Let's do our best together and show Instructor Reen what we're made of. I don't know how to do ... besides Though our class has grown, we're so smaller than either of the other two classes. It'd be best if we work together on any task we can. Good to have you aboard. First we'll do Panzer Soldat training, or was it to keep? All this team spirit's gonna make my lunch come back up. But if we're playing to show Sworzer up, I'm all in. This must be the will of the goddess. I thank you for your warm welcome. Tita, man. Tita would have been a great addition, that's all I'm saying. Tita would have been a great addition. I would have loved just to hear more about their backstory, that's why. I think that's like the main reason why. Or even, and Freddy would have been pretty interesting to hear about his backstory too. How are your newbies treating you? You got quite a colorful group going on now. I imagine it's a bit difficult dealing with both Muse and Ash. The way I see it, they were meant to be in Class 7. Besides, I'm looking forward to seeing what they can really do. As their instructor and as a fellow member of Class 7, I'll do everything I can to help them hone their best qualities. Really now? That's very you, Reen. Yeah, Reen can't help not getting involved in everything possible. Seriously, Reen, you don't have to get in everything possible. They could take a break every once in a while, that's all I'm saying, dude. I wonder if Reen ever takes time for himself. To really, like, know himself. Because I almost think no. Because it seems like Reen doesn't know shit about himself. The rain's making it so gloomy out. It's supposed to clear up by evening, though. A new pair of Class 7 notebooks. They'll need these for their missions. But wow, we've really come together since the field exercises and crossbow. We went through a lot, but overall, it was a good experience. Okay. Just random flashbacks. This game has a lot of flashbacks. I just noticed that while doing this Let's Play. There's so many flashbacks. And it's always when this music happens. And there was that time that we almost died, and then we formed together, and then we fought the Fool and McBurn, and we saw Vita, and we know who the fuck it is, but no one pointed it out at all. The leader of the gnomes. Who could that man be? There's no way it's possible. Well, anyway, I guess I should find Ash and Muse and give them their notebooks. I'd also like to chat with Lind and Becky while I'm out. Alright. Celine. Alright. And Celine said she would be going to the academy even though it was raining. She said there was something she needed to look into. Maybe I'll check up on her. Yuna's tennis outfit. Tina's academy swimsuit. We will be doing that next episode because this was really just a story episode. I just wanted to get that part all out of the way because I wanted to do bunch of side questing for this part. I should probably start naming these parts like main quest stuff or side quest stuff, branch campus stuff. I'll probably get on that. But yeah, definitely hope y'all did enjoy this episode. As always, if you did, leave a like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. Follow me on Twitch if you want to see some Ease 9 Let's Plays. Gonna be doing some other games as well on there. I'll probably be doing like a lot of my other Let's Plays on there and uploading them to here, and then I'm not sure yet how I want to do it, because I might redo Ys 9 on here just so I can explain a lot of stuff, but who knows. But yeah, that's it for now. Once again, if you did like this, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. For now, I'm out. Peace. Have a great freaking day, everybody. Much appreciation for all the support.